Why is my Axios post request aborted and the page reloading upon button click? When working with JavaScript libraries such as React.js and Next.js, encountering unexpected behaviors can be a common occurrence. One such issue is experiencing an aborted Axios post request and an unexpected page reload when clicking a button. Understanding this behavior requires analyzing several components involved in the request-response cycle, including event handling, form submission practices, and the configuration of Axios within your application. Common causes of aborted requests and page reloads. 1. Form default behavior. HTML forms have a default behavior to submit and reload the page once the submit button is clicked. In a React application, if the form submission is not properly handled, this default behavior may cause the Axios post request to be aborted and the page to reload. Solution: prevent the default behavior by using the prevent default method within the onSubmit event handler. Two, button type attribute. Another possibility is the type attribute of a button involved in the form. The default type for a button inside a form is submit. This can inadvertently trigger a form submission. Solution: explicitly set the button type to button if it is meant to perform a custom action and not submit the form. 3. Browser-specific behaviors. Certain browsers may exhibit different behaviors when handling form submissions and can result in reloading the page, especially if the form's action attribute is set or if there are other unintended side effects. Best practices. Use controlled components. Ensure that your React component is a controlled component, meaning that the form field's values are tied to the component's state. This promotes better management of the form's behavior. Using Next.js API routes. When dealing with a Next.js project, ensure that your API routes are correctly configured and that you are handling server-side logic appropriately. This can help mitigate any unintended reloads caused by misconfigured routes or API issues. In conclusion, if you are experiencing an aborted Axios post request and page reload upon button click, checking the form's default behavior, button type attribute, and browser-specific anomalies is essential. By adhering to these best practices, one can ensure smoother interactions and a more predictable user experience in their React and Next.js applications.